If you learn something in one situation and that knowledge is not going to be inert, then you need to apply it to some other situation. And the situations that you apply it to are either going to resemble each other, which would be near transfer, or they're going to be very different from each other, which would be far transfer. What I would want people to understand is that it doesn't happen. It's harder than you think, and that the further that you need to transfer, the more articulated an understanding you have to have about the thing that it is that you're transferring. And I know that that's sort of an old-fashioned term, but it's still the one that I use. Is that the application or the appropriation? Peter Smagorinsky wants to say the appropriation of something that you learn in one sort of circumstance and applying it to another.
Yeah, and I remember either you or Jeff Wilhelm would use phrases like certain heuristics that you could move around, or portable problem solving sets.
Yeah.
Are these terms that still work?
The example that I give when I'm talking about it in class is that I drive a Mini Countryman. If you toss me the keys to your Mini Cooper and it was the same year, I could just hop in the car and drive it.
Mm-hmm.
If you toss me the keys to a bus, I couldn't. I would have to step back. I would have to have a conscious control of what I was going to do. And so the mindful awareness of an approach that you're taking to a problem solving behavior, the further you move something that you need to move something, the more dissimilar the contexts are, the more conscious awareness you have of what you're transferring. Same thing would happen in teaching. Your second period class, you probably transfer what you learn from your second period to your third period without thinking too much about it. But if you were saying, and say that you're going to do professional development for your colleagues,
yeah,
you might say, okay, what you would have to say something like, are there principles that I believe obtain? Are there understandings that I believe that obtain across this educational context so that I can apply what I've learned in one context to this new context?